All right, today we are diving into a really bold prediction. We're talking about a massive shift in money and privacy that some people are calling the 2026 privacy narrative. So let's break down what this could actually mean for the future of your finances.
But first, let me just ask you a quick question. I want you to think about your last few purchases. That coffee you bought this morning, maybe an order you placed online, or that bill you just paid. Who saw that? Really saw it? Your bank for sure, the payment processor, the store, and honestly, who knows who else? In the world we live in, is any transaction we make really private anymore?
And that question? It leads us straight into our first section here, what we're calling the glass wallet problem. This is really the core issue of our modern financial lives.
What's so wild is when you put these two things side by side. We've sort of accepted that our digital lives, our social media posts, our location, what we browse online, it's all out there, it's tracked. But now look at the other side. Is our financial life really any different? Every time you swipe a card, every tap, every transfer, it creates this permanent digital breadcrumb trail.
At the end of the day, it's like we're all walking around with a glass wallet. Anyone can peer inside. Our financial activity is becoming totally transparent, and not because we chose it, but because that's just how the systems we use every single day are designed.
So that's the problem. It's a pretty big one. But what about the solution? Well, this is where things get really interesting, and it brings us to this compelling vision of the very near future, a glimpse of 2026.
And here it is. This is the core prediction, the main event. The idea that financial privacy technology isn't just some small, niche thing. No. The prediction is that it is going to become the dominant investment trend of the next cycle, and they're pointing a finger directly at the year 2026.
Okay, so that's a huge claim. But what technology could actually make a future like that possible? Let's take a look at the keys that could unlock this whole new era of financial privacy. The first key is something called a zero-knowledge proof, or a ZK proof. I know, it sounds like something straight out of a spy movie, but it is a revolutionary piece of cryptography that lets you prove something is true without revealing the secret information itself.
This is the perfect way to understand it. Imagine there's a locked door. You want to prove to me that you have the key. Well, you don't need to pull it out of your pocket and show it to me, right? You just open the door. That action proves you have the key, without ever revealing the key itself. In the world of finance, this means you could prove you have enough money for a purchase without ever revealing your total account balance. It is an absolute game changer.
Now the second P is the privacy bridge. So if ZK proofs protect a single transaction, privacy bridges protect the movement of your money. You can think of it like a secure, private tunnel for your digital assets, letting you move them from one place to another without leaving a public, easy-to-follow trail.
So how does this all come together? Well, when you combine these two incredibly powerful technologies, you get the foundation for what's being predicted to be the next dominant trend.
And that brings us right back to 2026. This isn't just some random date plucked out of the air. It's the point in time where this tech is expected to be mature enough to hit the mainstream and to create this huge surge in demand for the privacy that it makes possible.
So let's just connect the dots. Why is this supposed to be the next big wave? It's because ZK proofs and privacy bridges directly solve that glass wallet problem we talked about. One protects the what of your transaction, and the other protects the where. You put them together, and suddenly you have the foundation for real, true privacy, which could unlock a massive pent-up demand for financial confidentiality.
And all of this leads to a much bigger idea, one that goes way beyond investing or just cool tech. It's about reclaiming your sovereignty.
This is really the end goal of all of this, financial sovereignty. It's the power to truly, completely control your own money without having to ask for permission from a bank, a government, or anybody else. You are in direct control.
So, what does that actually mean for you? Well, it means true ownership, the digital version of holding cash in your own hand. It means confidentiality in what you buy, what you sell. It means freedom from the risk of some single company or entity deciding to freeze your account or block your transactions. It's the ability to interact with anyone, anywhere in the world, directly and privately.
And that leaves us with one final, and I think really powerful question. This technology isn't just about hiding things. It's about building new things. It's a tool for freedom, for creation. So if your financial life was truly your own, completely private and sovereign, what would you build? What new possibilities does that unlock? That's the real revolution to think about.